Good morning, students. Just after the completion of alkene, next switch over to next chapter, that is alkyne. Today, in the first class for this chapter, I'll try to complete the introduction part and the method of preparation and physical property of alkyne. Let us discuss one by one. Already we cover, that means hydrocarbon is of two types. One is saturated hydrocarbon, one is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbon, that is alkane, otherwise known as paraffin, while unsaturated hydrocarbon comes under, that is alkene and alkyne, otherwise known as olefin, oil forming liquid. So today we discuss about alkyne. Mark that, having the general formula, that is CnH2n minus 2, general representation, that is R C triple bond CH, where we know R is known as alkyl group. Its formula is known as CnH2n plus 1. Alkyl group having the formula CnH2n plus 1, where here n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, ... If we put n is equal to 0, then this R becomes to H. So mark that, put n is equal to 0, it becomes CH triple bond CH. Its common name is acetylene, IPAC name is ethine. Okay, it is the first member of this family, acetylene, where carbon atom undergoes sp hybridization. Bond angle is 180 degree and geometry is linear. Okay, so this alkyne is of two types. One is known as terminal alkyne and one is known as non-terminal alkyne, depending upon the position of the triple bond present in the structure. That means, if the triple bond present at the end of the formula, then it is known as a terminal alkyne. On the other hand, if a triple bond is present in between, middle, rather than the any end, then it is known as non-terminal alkyne. Mark that. For example, if we select, then CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH, it is known as terminal alkyne because the triple bond present at one of the end, while CH3, C triple bond C, CH3. Mark that, this is, its name is but1YNE, its name is but2YNE. First one is known as terminal alkyne, while second one is known as non-terminal alkyne. The most important thing you have to remember that this terminal alkyne, this H is acidic in nature. We discuss later under the heading of chemical property. Okay. Next, switch over to the method of preparation of alkyne. So many methods are there. We discuss one by one. The first method, that is laboratory method of preparation, that is prepared from calcium carbide by the action of water. Mark that, first method, that is methods of preparation. Point 1, by the action of water, on calcium carbide by the action of water on calcium carbide. It is also known as laboratory method of evaporation. Okay, what is the statement? When calcium carbide came in contact with water, reacts with water, resulting the formation of acetylene. So first we write the statement, note down, when calcium carbide treated with water acetylene is formed. Acetylene is formed. Mark that. Calcium carbide formula is CaC2 plus 2 molecule of water give rise to acetylene plus calcium hydroxide. Its name is acetylene. Its name is calcium carbide. Mark that. For simplicity, I write it is the formula for CaC2 calcium carbide. Here is HOH, 2 molecule of water, HOH. Mark that. The byproduct. What is the byproduct? Calcium hydroxide. That is calcium hydroxide. Then the main product is CH, triple bond CH, known as acetylene. Okay. If necessary, for the production of higher member, another method is also there, that is by the action of alkyl halide. Next we go to second method, that is by the action of alkyl halide on sodium acetylide. Move to the second method, that is by the action of alkyl halide. Second method is there, that is by the action of alkyl halide with sodium acetylide. Mark that. This one is for the preparation of higher member of this family. So it is of two steps. In first step, we have to prepare sodium acetylide. Then sodium acetylide reacts with alkyl halide to form higher member of alkyne. Okay. So first mark the equation, then we write the statement. So first, acetylene treated with sodamide in presence of liquid ammonia. It is known as sodamide. It is acetylene. What happened? As this one is a terminal hydrogen of YN, it is acid in nature. So it is combined with NH2 to form ammonia, resulting the formation of sodium acetylide. Its name is sodium acetylide. This sodium acetylide, mark that, second step, combines with alkyl halide. I select methyl bromide. The byproduct is sodium bromide, resulting the formation of higher member of alkyne. Its name is propyne. Okay. If we select here ethyl bromide, then it is butane. Depending upon our requirement, we select the alkyl halide, as a result of which give higher member of alkyne. Okay. So what is the statement? When sodium acetylide treated with alkyl halide, resulting in the formation of higher member of alkyne. Note down the statement. When sodium acetylide treated with alkyl halide resulting in the formation of higher member of alkyne. Okay, I repeat again. First step, sodium acetylide is formed. In the second step, sodium acetylide reacts with alkyl halide to form higher member of alkyne. Here, sodium acetylide reacts with methyl bromide to form propyne. Okay, move to the next method, that is third method, that is dehydrohalogenation of dihalide. Third method, that is by dehydrohalogenation of dihaloalkane. Mark that. This is the third method. What is that one reaction? Third method, by dehydrohalogenation of dihaloalkane. Mark that. Dihaloalkane means two halogen atom in alkane, two replaceable hydrogen atom replaced by two halogen atom. That is known as dihaloalkane. And this one is known as dehydrohalogenation. D means removal, hydrogen and halogen. Dehydrohalogenation means removal of hydrogen and also removal of halogen. So first we write the equation, then we write the statement. Mark that. That is CH Br then CHBr, CH2Br when treated with alcoholic KOH, when heated with, mark that, two halogen atom is there, so it is known as a dihaloalkane. Its name is ethylene dibromide or 1,2-dibromoethane. Mark that. When heated with alcoholic potash, what happened? Hydrogen is removed and one halogen is removed. Mark that. This halogen combined with potassium, that is removal of halogen in the form of KBr, halogen is removed, and also here hydrogen is removed. Mark that, H2O, resulting in the formation of CH2 double bond CH Br. That is the formation of vinyl halide. Common name is vinyl halide. Okay, here removal of hydrogen, removal of halogen, so known as dehydrohalogenation. Okay, again this process is continue. That means when heated with again alcoholic potash, again removal of, mark that, halogen in the form of potassium bromide and removal of hydrogen in formation of water, resulting in the formation of CH triple bond CH, resulting in the formation of CH triple bond CH. Its name is acetylene. Okay, so important point, remember that when we mark the dihaloalkane, in alkane two replaceable hydrogen atom replaced by two halogen atom, then come to the picture one thing, that two type of compound are there. One is known as vicinal dihalide and one is known as geminal dihalide. Okay, mark that. I repeat again. One is known as vicinal dihalide and one is known as geminal dihalide. What is What is vicinal dihalide? That means if two halogen atom attach nearby carbon atom, adjacent carbon atom, neighboring carbon atom, then it is known as vicinal dihalide. Okay. On the other hand, if two halogen atom attach to one carbon atom, then it is known as geminal dihalide. Okay. Mark that. Here two halogen atom attached to nearby carbon atom, neighboring carbon atom. So it is an example of vicinal dihalide. Next, we select another example. After writing this one, we select another example that two halogen atom attached to one carbon atom. So that is known as geminal dihalide. So first we write this one, then switch over to the next one. So here, what is the statement? Mark that. When, note down, what is the comma? I repeat again. When dihaloalkane heated with alcoholic potash undergoes dehydrohalogenation, resulting in the formation of an alkyne. So note down here. When 1,2-dibromoethane heated with alcoholic potash or alcoholic potassium hydroxide undergoes dehydrohalogenation, resulting in the formation of acetylene. I repeat again. 1,2-dibromoethane when heated with alcoholic potash undergoes dehydrohalogenation, resulting in the formation of acetylene. It is one example of vicinal dihalide. Next, we select an example of geminal dihalide. Mark that. CH3, CHBr when heated with alcoholic potash, same thing undergoes that is dehalogenation and dehydration. That means minus KBr minus H2O, resulting in the formation of CH2 double bond CHBr. Again heated with alcoholic potash undergoes dehydrohalogenation, removal of water and potassium bromide, resulting in the formation of also acetylene. Mark that. It is two halogen atom attached to one carbon atom. So it comes under the geminal dihalide. Its name is 1,1-dibromoethane. For this, you also write the statement when 1,1-dibromoethane heated with alcoholic potash undergoes dehydrohalogenation, resulting in the formation of acetylene. Okay, it is the third method. Next, switch over to the fourth method, that is by dehalogenation. This one is dehydrohalogenation, but next method is dehalogenation of tetrahaloalkane. Next method, the fourth method is by dehalogenation of tetrahaloalkane. Mark that. 4 halogen atom are there. 4 replace hydrogen atom replace from alkane by halogen to form tetrahaloalkane. And here what happened? Dehalogenation. That means removal of halogen. Okay. So first we write the equation, then we write the statement. Mark that. Mark that 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 halogen atom is there. So it is tetrahaloalkane. Its name is 1, 1, 2, 2, tetra, bromo, ethane. 1, 1, 2, 2, tetra, bromo, ethane. Okay. When heated with zinc dust, we know the valence of zinc atom is 2. So 1 zinc combined 2 bromine, resulting the formation of minus 2 molecule of zinc bromide, resulting the formation of acetylene. Its name is acetylene. Okay. So what is the statement? When 1, 1, 2, 2 tetra bromo ethane heated with zinc dust, resulting the formation of, they undergo dehalogenation, resulting the formation of acetylene. So what we write the statement here? When 1, 1, 2, 2 tetrabromoethane heated with zinc dust in presence of methyl alcohol. So what happened? Acetylene is formed. Note down the statement. When 1, 1, 2, 2 tetrabromoethane heated with zinc dust in presence of methyl alcohol, heated with zinc dust in presence of methyl alcohol undergoes dehalogenation, resulting in the formation of acetylene, resulting in the formation of acetylene. It is the fourth method of preparation, that is by dehalogenation of tetrahaloalkane. Next, switch over to the fifth method of preparation, that is by dehalogenation of haloform. The last method of preparation, that is dehalogenation of haloform. Note down the fifth method. This is known as by dehalogenation of haloform. Specially, we select iodoform. Okay, that is chloroform, bromoform, iodoform. Formula is CHI3. So first we write the equation, then we switch over to the statement. Mark that. When iodoform heated with silver powder CHI3 heated, mark that. What is the main product? Main product is acetylene plus 6 AgI. It is a yellow solid known as iodoform. Okay, so what is the statement? When iodoform is heated with silver powder, undergoes dehalogenation, resulting the formation of acetylene. Okay, so note down the statement. When iodoform is heated with silver powder, undergoes dehalogenation, resulting in the formation formation of acetylene. Okay, it is all about the method of preparation. Then switch over to the physical property. Next, we discuss about the physical property. So physical property means 3 to 4 point. Next we switch over to physical properties. Under the heading of physical property, we discuss physical state, melting point or boiling point, solubility, density, and what is the nature, what is the smell of this compound. First we discuss, then we write. For the first three member, first one is physical state. For the first three member, that is ethane, propyne and butane, that is colorless gases. Next, higher 8 members are liquid, while still higher members are solid in nature. Next, melting point and boiling point. As they are non-polar, they have low value of melting point and boiling point. However, this value gradually increases with increase in magnitude of van der Waals force. That means with increase in their atomic size. However, if we compare this value with respect to corresponding alkane and alkene having same number of carbon atom, then alkyne possess higher value of MPBP in comparison to alkane or alkene. Next, solubility. As they are non-polar, they dissolve in non-polar solvent, because already over in chemical bonding we cover one line, like, dissolve, like. If solute is polar, dissolve in polar solvent. If solute is non-polar, dissolve in non-polar solvent. As the alkyne, they are non-polar, dissolve in non-polar solvent like benzene, ether, carbon tetrachloride, etc. And they are insoluble in water. And last one, smell. They have no smell. Alkyne possess no characteristic smell. However, when acetylene mixed with phosgene, when acetylene mixed with phosphine as impurity, then it gives one garlic odor. This is all about the physical property. Okay, so let us write one by one. First one is physical state. Note down. First three members, that is ethane, propyne, that is ethane, propyne and butane are colorless gases. Okay. Next, eight members. Next, higher 8 members are liquid, and still higher member and still higher members are solid in nature. Okay, move to the point 2, that is the smell. They have no characteristic smell. However, when acetylene mixed with phosphine PH3, known as phosphine, used as impurity, then it produces garlic smell. Okay, move to third point, that is melting point and boiling point. Third point is melting point and boiling point. Note down. Due to non-polar nature, they have low value of melting point and boiling point. Okay. However, if we compare with alkane and alkene, alkanes and alkenes with having same number of carbon atom, then they have higher value of melting point and boiling point. Okay. Next, move to the fourth point, that is solubility. Next point, that is fourth point, is solubility. Note down, as they are non-polar in nature, therefore they are soluble in non-polar solvent like benzene, carbon tetrachloride, ether, etc. However, they are insoluble in water. Okay. Last one, the density. Fifth one, density. Note down, they have low value of density. Note down, they have low value of density. However, this value gradually increases. This value gradually increases with increase in value of van der Waals forces. Increase in value of van der Waals forces, that means increase in atomic size. That means increase in atomic size. Okay. So under the heading of physical property, 5 points are there. One is physical state, one is solubility, one is melting point and boiling point, one is density, and one is smell. It is all about the introduction part, the method of preparation of alkyne, and the physical property of alkyne. In next class, that is a class 2, we discuss about the rest chemical property of alkyne.